disclaimer tonight. Is Jolly Harris III, prophet of Feed God's Sheep Missionary Church, and his successors a corporation soul. We are a church ministry right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City. God called me to come here and teach people how to live and heal God's way. So everything I say here today has everything to do with our ministry. And it's not the words of this theater, this library. It's not the words of Lord Zachavelli Zillion, Dr. Lance McCarthy. It's from me exactly. So I will take responsibility for every word that I say today. I want to start off by saying this is the day that the Lord has made. In the Bible, Genesis 1:29, God said, behold, I've given you every herb bearing seed, and to you it shall be meat. I want everybody to hear that because people think that the chicken's the meat. You think the beef is the meat. You think the pork is the meat. You get what I'm saying? We think all these things are the meat. But in the Bible, Genesis 1:29, God said, these seeds shall be your meat to everything that walks and crawls upon the face of this earth, okay? So the seeds, I'm saying this because you got people all over the world. I am a true herbal doctor for God. I am not a doctor for man. You see that smile on my face? I'm here for the Most High, okay? And so with the seeds are the elevation of your health. The seeds will take you from a baby and before birth all the way up to above 100 years of age. We're looking for food to put in our body. Food. The food comes from these seeds. And people talk about herbs. Herbs are not the first stage of the healing. It's the seed that grows the herb. Example, mustard seeds from the Bible. Matthew, okay? Mark talks about that, okay? In the book, we talk about that seed. And since I'm speaking about this seed in health, because what I want to give you is what the world will not teach you. The food program with that triangle they show you for the school children, that's been getting us nowhere. It's been helping us get to our grave. Going back to the seed, I'm going to give you some information. And I want you to take this and pass it all over the world. Because people don't know that God put seeds in every country around the world to develop and to take care of the health and the nutrients, and also to clear out the mind and the brain so that you can go far in life, okay? Here's your example. The mustard seed is from the Bible. Mark chapter 4, verse 30 through 32, okay? The pomegranate seed is from the Torah. The black seed is from the Quran, okay? So people don't know that the three most important seeds, there's a fourth one, and it's called the mecti seed, or the fenugreek seed. This particular seed, over 10 billion people have been born with this. The Yemenites, Ethiopians, fenugreek. This is a seed that women could drink. And if they drink this particular seed, you boil it and drink it, your baby has all the nutrients, okay? I help families with babies before the babies are born. So once again, the mustard seed is from the Bible. The pomegranate seed is from the Torah. The black seed is from the Quran, okay? So I want you to know that the seeds are the first step of health. I want everybody to understand this because people, when you're raising your children, I want to talk a little bit about babies first, and then we're going to move on. Babies, I teach women to teach their daughters and young people. I hope everybody can hear me back there. That the babies, you have to be really concerned about what you put in your body before you bring a baby through. Everything that a woman eats will have everything to do with how that baby's being developed, okay? Now, there's a bag that carries the baby when the woman is pregnant, okay? And this particular bag has to have the correct nutrients. Give you an example. If you got a bag at the store and your bag is wet, your paper bag, your food will fall right out. You got a plastic bag, you got holes in it, your food's gonna fall right out. That's what happens to babies when you put too much into your body. Women eating sugar, butter, coffee, spicy food destroys the brain of a child before they're born. God called upon me to teach people how to take care of the babies, okay? So I want you to understand that the babies, it takes a long time for the bodies to develop. And when your child becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, be extremely careful what you put in your child's body, because the organs are not developed, the kidneys not developed, the liver's not developed, the heart is still growing and developing. But a lot of people are giving the babies Cheetos chips. They're giving the babies Fritos. They're giving the babies those hot taco chips. And people don't realize, even if you don't give it to the baby, but you're eating it while you're pregnant, you're giving your baby diabetes before your baby's born. So I want people to know that we really got to take care of these babies. And please don't use regular water, because the water's killing the children, okay? They found out in California that the water from the water supply was taking out large numbers. I'm saying thousands and thousands of black babies were dying due to the water. Man has a depopulation control thing going on. Well, man will be taking you out from the air. He's taking you out from the water, and he's taking you out from everything you consume as food. People ask me, Prophet Doctor, what should I eat? I say we should eat what's grown through the ground. What's grown through the ground is called fiber, okay? So a lot of people go for a lot of other things to eat. Be careful, once again. Sugar, butter, coffee, and spicy foods are some of the greatest, most dangerous foods to apply to the body. And people go, Prophet, don't talk about coffee. I gotta have coffee every day. Well, guess what? You want real coffee? Get the green bean. Coffee grows on a tree, and it looks like a cherry on a tree, but it's not a cherry. When you open it up, it has 2 green beans inside, okay? So start Googling, start looking for the green bean. You can buy the Robusta or Arabica, but you can get the green bean. And the green bean coffee will actually heal the body. The coffee that you drink has been loaded and cured in sugar. And coffee is extremely bitter. And then you take it home and you put more sugar into it. Let me move on down the road here to senior citizens. Somebody got to help these senior citizens. You know what's going on here in America? I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's going on. Take a look at me. I'm 70 years old, born in 1955. Today, my mother's 92 years of age. God bless my mother. She's still with me. And every day I do everything I can. I kiss her, I rub her, I massage her. I do everything I can to keep her happy. There's a lot of people in the world today. Nobody's considering thinking about these people. Nobody's considering talking about these people. Nobody's considering helping these people. But we have millions of American people. White, black, green, whatever color you want to say. But we got people from all over, right here in America, who are from 50 to 70 years old, taking care of their mother, taking care of their father, taking care of their grandparents. They call us the baby boomers. The baby boomers. It's time for the baby boomers to take care of their parents. But who is going to help the baby boomers? Is anybody going to help a young 45-year-old man that's crying, trying to help his mama dying in the hospital? Is anybody going to help a young lady that's 16 years old, 18, and everybody's gone, her mama's gone, her daddy's gone, and she's got to help her grandma? Who's going to help the people that's helping the old people? Will somebody tell me? See, we're missing the connection. These seniors built America. Period. But what happens when the seniors get old? We turn our back on them. We shut them down in health care. We shut them down in this. We turn our backs on them. We act like we don't, like they're supposed to just leave here. And then we got people come out there on TV, and I hope y'all heard what I just said. This man, Dr. Oz, telling people to take this shot. Take a flu shot for what? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a flu shot. You need 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Every senior out there, you're young, you're old, don't matter who you are, Prophet Doctor's going to teach you God's way. If you came in Mother Mary's house, she's going to teach you Mother Mary's way. That's what we're doing here today. So when the season changes, summer, spring, winter, fall, when the seasons change, you have to acclimate to the weather. Even animals do it. The dog's fur gets thicker. The snake's skin gets thicker. The animals, their fur, their skins change with the seasons. With the seasons, your body changes too. But nobody told you what to do when the seasons change. So I want you to eat 3 cloves of garlic. When you buy your garlic, ladies and gentlemen, hold it out like this. Hold out your hand. If you can smell the garlic stinking with your hand way over here with the garlic on the tip, you got good garlic. Remember this. China's making billions and billions of dollars selling us fake garlic. Okay? So make sure your garlic stinks. If you can chew on garlic, you can save yourself from pneumonia. You can save yourself from a cold. You can save yourself from a disease that's coming into your body. Another thing is ginger. A lot of senior citizens, their legs are locking up on them at night. A lot of senior citizens can't breathe. Their hearts are locking up on them at night. People don't understand this. You remember I said ginger, eat garlic? I'm calling off these things also apple cider vinegar. A senior could go to bed at night and put a tiny shot glass of vinegar right next to your bed. And if you feel a pain in your leg, a pain in your heart, something locked up in your body, just grab that vinegar, take a sip, and go right back to sleep. People don't know this, but also a glass of red wine will also open your blood and unlock a heart attack, unlock a vessel in your leg. People don't know that one vessel, I'm going to say one vessel in your leg will come all the way up your leg and shoot to your heart and cause you a heart attack. That's called a one-way bypass. My dad had 5 blood vessels that ran up his body and caused him to have a 5-way bypass. So if you're chewing on this ginger, you can save a life. Now, as Prophet Dr. Jollie Harris, we have herbs. I got herbs that do everything you can think of, any type of healing, okay? But I want you guys to know the simple way. And also for people who are homeless in the street, somebody's got to help them. Who's going to help them people? Okay? Homeless people out there, if anybody hears me, you're in the street, you're living on the corner, you're living wherever, get yourself a bottle of alcohol. If you don't have the money, wake up to it. How you ever get your funds, however you do it, trade your way into it. But with a bottle of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, you can clean your body down with no soap. That's another thing people can do for their seniors. Some people can't get their mom and dads into the bathtubs. They can't get them there. Some people can't get their moms and dads into the shower. So if you can't do any of those things, you can use alcohol. So people can take alcohol and clean your skin with it. When I used to run track, I used to carry a alcohol and I cleaned my arms. I cleaned everything with the alcohol. You can also take rubbing alcohol. People think I'm crazy, but I do this every day of my life. My eyes may look a little red because I gargle and I brush my teeth with alcohol 3 times a day. I brush with alcohol. I also gargle with it. I also pull with it. Okay? When you clean your teeth, it's not about cleaning your teeth. It's about cleaning the gums. Okay? Your gums above your teeth and below your teeth. When you clean your gums with alcohol, you're actually clearing your liver. You're also cleaning your bladder. You're also cleaning, people don't understand this, your pancreas. So I know my liver's clean. I know my bladder's clean. I know my pancreas is clean because I use these items. We also have what's called black seed oil. Black seed oil is being shown all over the world, but everybody's selling you the fake oil. They're selling you an oil that's dark brown, and they're calling it black seed oil. The seed that they're selling all over the world and all over America, in Saudi Arabia and Dubai and Bahrain, because I've been there, and I've taught people from Saudi Arabia, okay, that their black seed oil is fake. Y'all heard me? Fake. And they're making millions of dollars on it. Black seed oil comes from a seed that is jet black. Nagella sativa is jet black seed, okay? So the seed you're using and calling it black seed oil is really a dark brown seed, and it's cumin, the cumin seed. Yes, I talk a lot about health because I'll show you 1,000 ways to get through cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to make sure that you know that this man right here, this child of God, thousands of people have been healed through my hands with cancer. Thousands of people have been healed through my hands with blood clots. Thousands of people have been healed through my hands with AIDS, herpes, diabetes, you name it, heart attacks, okay? I may be the only spiritual doctor on the planet Earth. I'm going to say this slowly, because God tells me that I'm the only spiritual doctor on this planet Earth that takes time out of his life, and I just break down and cry. There are some days people call me on the phone and they ask for help. Sometimes my family is calling. Sometimes I gotta do something in my yard in the back of the house, but I'm in the house crying for 2 hours. Why would a man cry for 2 hours? I cry because of this divine, spiritual, metaphysical science of healing the body that God has bestowed in me. So sometimes I cry. When I cry, these are tears of happiness because God has allowed me to do what no man could do. I'll say it before you tonight and every night and every day. There is no disease that I cannot heal. I am not your healer. God uses me like you use your fork, like you use that pipe, or you use that saw, you use that tool that you're using, that straw. God uses me as a servant, and I'm on call. So if any of you out there want to contact me, I'm Prophet Dr. Jollie Harris III of Feed God Sheep Missionary Church. My telephone number is 818-983-7473. You can find me on YouTube, The Food Prophet, P-R-O-P-H-E-T. You can also find me on Instagram, okay? On Instagram, it's JOLLIE, J-O-L-I-E, 7169. Don't ever let your doctors tell you that you're gonna die, because the doctors are not the one who brought you in here, and the doctors are the ones who, how do you say, they're making their own terms about taking you out. Something people must know. When you got cancer, ask your doctor one thing. Ask your doctor, would you give your mama radiation? Would you give your sister chemo? Would you give your son radiation? Doctors do not give none of their family members or personal friends chemo nor radiation, but they will give it to you. Once again, this is a population control all over the world. 250 countries have decided to let people go. You know, to let people go, what they want to do? The amount of people that's in America, the 300 and something million, they want the whole world to be 300 million. You get it? So they want to erase everybody. When they erase everybody, then there's nobody to tell them what to do. We don't want people telling us how to eat. We don't want you putting up some laws because we want to grow some strawberries in our backyard. We want to grow some tomatoes in our backyard. And you got Homeland Security going to come up and sue us and take our house. Do you know they got bills and laws put together to take your house if you grow natural food? Everybody gets my point. Who I am, what I do. If you need my service, please let me know. Once again, I'll bring you a home cooking to cure cancer. If you want it, get it directly from me. Thank you, and I'm honored to be here, Lord.